I want you to think about the most important people in your life. I want you to think about something you love to do. Now think about how much you appreciate them. If you're like me, words can't describe or do justice. Appreciation, I think, is one of the most important things to helping us grow. And I don't mean those obvious things that we appreciate, but those things that you learn about through time and experience. It's crazy to think about because you can actually appreciate time and experience. So it's kind of like a chain. Like my mom says, everything is connected somehow. Anyway, when you open yourself up to learning about different things, it does a lot more than just give you a better understanding. You open yourself up to grow and you appreciate more. And that indescribable feeling that I was talking about before, about those people, the hobbies, the passions that you have, that multiplies. It's amazing. Recently, I was catching up with one of my best friends. He was telling me about his adventures that he went on after college. Yeah, man. So how's everything since you graduated? What have you been up to?
Yeah, so I've actually had some pretty cool experiences. I've gone to Alaska, I've gone to Idaho, and I'm able to kind of live in the forest a little bit, and it's just been a really great experience. I've been able to see a lot of the land that America has to offer, and it's gorgeous out there, man, and it's just, it's been a really gratifying experience. I've been able to meet a lot of really interesting, really cool people. A lot of my closest friends I've met doing these different programs. It's been really rewarding for me. It's been a big growing experience. Living out there just requires a different set of skills. So, a lot of leadership things that you build just by being out there and living in small groups helps you grow as a person. And
that's awesome. What do you think is like one thing you took away from the whole experience, like the most important thing that you want to share right now?
Yeah, so the thing that I appreciate the most about the outdoors is it kind of lets you, like you said, it gets you away from technology. It gets you away from the busyness of your everyday life. And in doing that, it allows you to kind of reflect on yourself, and it allows you to look inward a little bit more and maybe look at your personal relationships or how it is you're living your life and how maybe you want things to change. I've been really fortunate. I lived for, extended periods of time out in those kind of environments, and I know a lot of people in their day-to-day can't really do that. Maybe they get a week off at most for vacation, but that's kind of it.
Yeah.
But even in those times, I think people can still take that moment, reflect on themselves. If you're going out and hiking or camping, take an hour to just kind of relax. You don't have to hike to make it to a destination. You can kind of just take a stroll.
Appreciate the scenery.
Yeah, those times are great for reflection. That's probably the most important thing I've learned for myself is taking stock of who you are as a person and where you are in your life, and then being able to make some changes if necessary, and just acknowledge who you are and where you are, and then move forward in that way.
I know you're going off to New Hampshire and gonna do some work over there, right?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be a little different experience than what I've done in the past. But like you said, with traveling around, I think meeting new people, experiencing new places, it just kind of opens your eyes. It opens yourself up to different things that maybe you aren't used to growing up or wherever you came from. It's different cultures, it's different environments, it's different people, and having those different points of view coming at you all the time, it just it helps you become more of a well-rounded person. And that's really important to me. I know that's important to you, and that's important to a lot of other people also. So things like that, I think it's important. Even traveling around the U.S., I personally haven't been able to travel outside of the country very much, but that's something I definitely intend to do, and I encourage others to do it as well, because that's just something that it allows you to open your mind a little bit more, expand your own horizons, and I think it helps in being more accepting.
Definitely. I know some people, they might not want to travel outside the U.S. until they travel around the States more, and then that kind of creates the yearn to travel more, and
yeah, and I think it can be scary for a lot of people, especially if they never traveled a lot growing up as a kid, or these new experiences can just push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. That's okay to be a little bit scared and nervous about that makes me a little nervous or something, that's usually when I'm like, okay, I should probably do that.
I think people get too content with staying within the comfort zone.
Yeah, and just like I said, expanding your own horizons and pushing yourself a little bit more. I think those are all beneficial things to people. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it, and it allows you to be easier put in different situations that you're not used to or maybe a little uncomfortable with. So you're able to kind of conform a little bit easier. You're able to just fit in a little bit better in those situations, and it makes you more comfortable when you meet people that you never knew before or have different views than you do. So all those things I think play a big role.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. Yo, I appreciate that so much. Just by those experiences alone, I've seen growth in him that's inspirational. And I don't think it would have been possible if he didn't take the time to appreciate everything around him. I hope everyone listening could take the time to open themselves up to appreciate more so that you can grow more and experience everything great life has to offer. Silverback, signing off.